All right. Ooh, we're on a new map. We're on Magnet's map for game one of our grand finals. Wow, wow, wow. And of course, spawning in the lower right-hand corner of Maganatha, we've got ByuN, the Shopify Rebellion. And of course, his opponent in the upper left-hand corner playing for Twisted Minds, it is herO. Go back in time and give yourself bad stock advice and then mail yourself a note in the year it crashes that says, money isn't important, you greedy idiot. Oh, man. See, I would never expect that. I know me. And I would never expect myself to do that to myself. Because I know that I'm too dumb to think about myself doing that to myself. Like, even now, even with that thought in my brain, if I met myself from the future and he said, invest in this stock, I would trust it. But I might ask the follow-up question, is this real advice or is this Fear Dragon advice? And the answer to that is incredibly important because one of those things is helpful and the other one of those things hurts. It's just painful. Anyways, herO's proxy raxing right now. We've got the tech lab going down. This is concussive shell marauders. We saw this earlier in Cure versus Creator. Was it Cure versus Creator? No, it was... What match was that? Percival. I think it was Percival versus Creator. Yeah, so ByuN's going to have to be on defense here. He's going to start up a Stalker, but there's no Zealot out, and he just now spotted the Proxy Raxes. He did see the Tech Lab, though. He drops this shield battery down on the low ground. I think he's going to have to drop another one down here, trying to get some damage done on these SCVs before the Marauders arrive. Excuse me. He needs this Stalker, man. He really needs this Stalker. This is already a great start for herO. Oh, forces the cancel. ByuN going to restart that immediately. Three shield batteries is really dicey, though, here for herO. He's got to be careful. Waiting too long for these shield batteries to finish up. And now, these Stalkers of ByuN are going to be maybe a little too powerful for just 3 Marauders. He's got to wait for a couple more. Concussive Shells is done, though, which means ByuN has to kind of stay back with these Stalkers. He can't be pushing out too far. And, of course, ByuN has no tech behind this. But that being said, neither does herO. And herO's pulling the boys. He's pulling those boys. They're coming in. And he's just going to keep poking here. This is not, I feel like, what you expect. I don't think you expect the boys to get pulled, but they are nonetheless. And herO's going to try to take down this gateway so that there's space for the boys to go as the boys have arrived in herO. He's going to try to dive in here. There is a force field for ByuN. He's got a second force field. Ooh, that's a nice, juicy one right there. A third force field goes down. Not quite as good, but a few of these SCVs have already fallen. I don't think any Marauders have died yet, though. Just 3 SCVs. Still a lot of firepower here. Oh, my God. But look at the 3 shield batteries, man. herO just can't bust through. Probes coming off the line now as well for ByuN. I don't know if there's enough here for herO right now. He's got 8 Marauders, but the boys are all gone as a 9th Marauder pops with some focus fire from herO, or from ByuN, excuse me. Damn it, I almost made it through the whole game. ByuN's going to be able to take out the last few, the few of these Marauders with just a few hit points left, and even with a few Marauders here, I don't think herO is going to be able to bust through. The shield batteries are out of juice, but there is the ability to recharge them. I would love to see ByuN do that. ByuN? Okay, there we go. Got that good micro, man. This one Stalker is doing its damnedest. There is only one gateway, so this is a bit dicey. But 23 to 9 workers, like... Oh, he went too far, though. ByuN went too far with his Stalker. I don't know, man. Did herO just break through this? I thought he was done. I thought he was cooked. Once it gets down to like 4 Marauders, I feel like it's done, but It was not. Oh no, the Stalker gets jumped on ByuN, losing the Stalker, but the Marauders are cornered. hero's gonna try to limit the surface area here, and it's just the tickle beam of the sentry and a few probes hitting it a time. Stalker warps in, tries to get it, doesn't quite get it. Shield battery is up. There is a cat on my desk. But GG gets called as ByuN taps out. No, wait, I said that backwards. As herO taps out. And ByuN takes game number 1. I overthought that one. I read what was on the screen and I was going to say it right, but then I overthought it and said it wrong. GG. That was dangerously close to a win for ByuN, man. Dangerously close. Yeah. Dude, it's true. Like, a long game, I would have fully settled into it. I would have fully had it where my brain was swapping it automatically. I mean, even by the end of that game, seeing the victory screen came up, my brain automatically switched it, and I switched it back. I got lucky. We were proxying. Thank you, ByuN, saving me from the evils of Fear Dragon's ploy to ruin my brain. You know, I'm kind of sick, Fear Dragon. Like, I'm feeling a bit under the weather. I've got like a foot injury right now. You know, like, I'm not feeling super great. And you come into chat and do this to me. And you know, I appreciate it. See, now they've switched colors too. This would have really thrown me off. Was the switching colors between games. That's rude. How are we gonna do that, guys? Put it on YouTube with no context. It would be very funny to put that on YouTube with no context, especially since I haven't uploaded to YouTube in like 6 or 8 months. So it would just come out of absolutely nowhere. Just a random video of one game where I use the wrong names for players. Get so much engagement though. I mean, it'd be pretty good. Unfortunately, I can't make highlights on my channel anymore because I didn't delete any of my highlights, so my easy way of making YouTube videos is now gone until I delete 700 hours of footage from my Twitch channel. R.I.P. I should do that this week. Anyways, spawning in the lower right-hand corner of Torches. Another map I do like. Actually, I have this new map pool. We have Twisted Minds herO. I'm going to say the correct names this time. Is button in the upper right-hand corner. For the Shopify Rebellion, it is ByuN. So we are in the grand finals here. Kind of wild to see ByuN open up with the Proxy Marauder. It's funny, I feel like I don't see that build very often, but I think it was Percival who did that earlier. No, it was Cure, wasn't it? Am I crazy? Yeah, it was... was it Percival against herO? God, I really wish I had any sort of a memory. Like... I just cast this game, and I do not remember what the players were. It was either Percival versus herO, or it was Cure versus Creator, and I genuinely don't know which. God. I wish I could blame my bad memory on, like, smoking too much weed, but I don't even have that excuse. I just cannot remember anything. All right, so a couple of Reapers going to hop up here. Hellion coming across as well. See if these Reapers can't get a probe kill or two. Ooh, good probe micro from herO so far. He's going to be able to get that one. I don't think he gets the second one, though. Hellion going to dive in at the same time, but there's a shield battery down here, so that's not getting anything done. But more importantly than that is herO has started mining this out. Now, he could just be planning on taking a third here. Maybe getting a little aggressive this direction. I mean, I feel like it's that. I feel like he's going to take this third and get aggressive in this direction, but just a very interesting choice here that ByuN so far has not scouted. A little pressure here from herO, but the medevac micro from ByuN just too good, too strong. Pushes him back. Did have to pull the boys there for a little bit though, so. ByuN with a 1-1-1, looks like he's gonna put some pressure on himself. Ooh, I don't think it saw that medevac. And this is a bad time for this Nexus to have just started, but no, it looks like ByuN's going to try to dive through. I guess the Nexus is a little bit too done to have killed. He's going to siege up the tank, though, and see if he can't push this army back for now. Blink is not done yet. It just doesn't feel like there's enough here for ByuN to put too much pressure on, and yeah, he's going to unsiege and pick up. Oh, he's going to go back into the main base. And again, with no blink, it's going to take a little bit of time for herO to get here with these stalkers, but not much time. That's actually a very short path. And it's going to be a very quick cleanup. He's going to target down some probes here as the tank dies, but that's what, 5 or 6 probes? Yeah, just 5. Well, at least something here for ByuN. Oh, this probe, though, spots the Liberator. And there's not really any space for that Liberator to live back here, so it just has to run away from those blink stalkers. The Liberator just hiding up here, just escaping those stalkers. Oh, one stalker does find it, but that is a cool statue. I want to look at that statue more, but right now ByuN is trying to defend herO. I guess he could just kill this. I got 500 hit points. I feel like he could have just killed this. But he's going to go into the main base with a few stalkers, just enough to one-shot these SCVs. We're going to get pulled to fight at the same time. Oh, it looks like ByuN was setting up for the Liberator down there. Oh, man, there's a lot of dead SCVs right now, and herO, I don't know if he can actually escape with this. Can he? Oh my God, it goes so far back. I thought this was like the air blocker. Never mind, there's a ton of dead airspace back there. Oh, herO is in prime position to deal with this Liberator very quickly. And he is going to get that. A couple of probes going down, but not much, especially compared to the 8 SCVs that ByuN has lost. He's going to recall that and get on out of there. Okay, I wanted to look more at this. It's a cool statue. Who is that? I feel like that's somebody, but I don't actually know. Like, it's very Protoss-y. I feel like we don't usually see Protoss with like weapons though. Right? Like, it has the adept thing back here. But an axe? I want to see that. I want to see ancient Protoss tech. You know, that'd be kind of cool, actually. Thinking about it now. You could do like the opposite of Warhammer and Warhammer 40K. You could do like, you know, star I don't know. Groundcraft. ByuN's pushing in here now. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but oh my God, he just killed every single one of herO's stalkers. herO warping it a bunch more. He does not have a lot of healing, so the big stims on these Marines, they are big. And that's going to be a lot of very dead Marines very quickly, but in the meantime, they do a ton of DPS, and there's more of them coming across, just spilling across this map right now. Would love to see some more medevacs come out, but Starport is still building a reactor. Missile turret going up. Oh, and the charge lots come in before the reinforcements get here for ByuN. And I think that's going to close it out. There it is. GG. Despite a great opening to that fight for ByuN, herO able to clean it up. He was patient. A little bit patient. Maybe not super patient. But kept it back far enough until those charge lots got there to get the GG. But yeah, I don't know why like a pre-shields Protoss, or like maybe some of the units have shields. Early Protoss with big axes, big physical weapons instead of like psi blades and stuff. Sounds pretty cool. At least to me. I don't know. Warrior class Protoss. No storm, you know? Psionic abilities hadn't really developed yet. You get some primitive Zerg in there too. I don't really know how you'd explain. I guess they could still have like primitive space travel. Then you could have them fight early humans. I'm just putting it out there. StarCraft 3 could go back in time. Really change up the game. I guess there's already Warcraft, so StarCraft can't really just become Warcraft. It's too bad. It's too bad they already used that naming convention. Anyways, let's get into game number 3, where currently it is 2-0 for a Protoss, spawning now in the upper right-hand corner of ley lines. Match point to win his 850th KSL, it feels like. It is herO. His opponent in the lower left-hand corner looking for a way to crack his opponent. Hasn't been able to find it just yet. It is ByuN. Yeah, what is this? herO's 29th KSL if he wins it? No, this would be his 30th. Damn, dude. Damn. That's actually insane. This would be herO's 30th KSL victory out of 37 attempts. ByuN's actually sitting in 3rd place in KSL finals appearances. 5-7 right now. See if he can pull this back. I mean, that's a reverse sweep. Would be pretty tough. herO is pretty decently favored in this match, I would say. His PVT is usually quite good. And in general, herO has looked just top-notch for the last couple of years. But we'll see if ByuN can pull something out of his sleeve here. A reminder, as this might be the last game, if you haven't used a Matcherino code yet, we still have plenty of Matcherino codes available. !Matcherino in the chat. Would appreciate you using those. Any money that goes into the Matcherino helps us pay these bills. Our Patreon is a little bit underfunded at the moment. We'll probably have to skip a week before the next KSL. In fact, I'm going to have to look at that. I had a trip planned. Okay, it should work out perfectly. If we skip a week, then I'll be back in time. We'll have to... Yeah. Yeah. All right. That'll be perfect. But yes, any of those Matcherino codes really, really help. It might not seem like 25 cents as much, but we've got 30 people in here. 30 people times 25 cents is some amount of money. That is much more helpful to paying off the prize pool every week. And we've got some lovely people who have put money into the prize pool more consistently. Last week, Gauntlet Wizard, or I guess 2 weeks ago, Gauntlet Wizard put in $50. Really appreciate that. Big supporter of StarCraft. The week before that, week 72, Lutz Heinrich put in $10. Raining Bagels put in $5. Andre put in $1. Anything helps. Unless you're like, man, I have all this money rolling around in my pocket. I just want to make StarCraft better. Then you can join the Patreon, where not only can you make StarCraft better, but you can get replays. All these replays every week from all the games. Or at least most of the games. Sometimes the players don't send replays. And if nobody cast it and the players don't send me replays, I don't have those ones. But usually we get most of them. At least the good round of 8 ones, round of 4, finals. Get all those. This is a bit awkward, though. We got Blink Stalkers. No, these are non-Blink Stalkers. Excuse me. Charge is on the way. We have non-Blink Stalkers hitting on one side of the map. Fortunately for herO, he's got this thing called Recall. Between that and the probes, he is going to kill this, but this is painful. ByuN targeting down some Stalkers here. Interesting choice. He is going to get 5 probe kills, but does feel like he loses a lot there. You know what? I guess the trade's pretty close to even. But it looked like a very awkward situation. Turned out not to be so awkward. Recall is a pretty good ability to have. herO had not used all his energy chrono boosting, thankfully for him. So he's able to get back there very quickly. Good response time as well. Pulling the probes immediately. Turned out to be the right call. I do feel like if ByuN had targeted down probes, he could have killed a lot of probes. I think ByuN was expecting there to be a follow-up Blink Stalker attack, right? Sees the Twilight Council, he sees a bunch of Stalkers. I think he's fully still expecting a Blink Stalker attack. But that's not what's happening here. herO's going straight into charge. He's got +1 on the way. He's just going gateways right now. He's on 3 bases, 2 gases. And he's just getting +1 and a ton of gates with charge. And I think he's expecting ByuN to move out with a handful of bio units and a couple of tanks, and he's just going to swarm him with charge lots. Look at this. Look at the way herO's posturing, man. He's like, oh, I'm going to blink into the main. I'm going to blink into the main. He's not blinking into the main, though. He's got 5 Blink Stalkers here, man. He can't do nothing with that. I like this swap just fully into charge out of herO instead of going for the counter Blink Stalker attack. And it turned out Blink did finish at some point in there. I swear to God, he didn't have Blink for a second, but he did. I was wrong. I got confused. But now charge is done. ByuN is going to start up at 3rd base, so he's not super invested in this, what turns out to be a double drop, which is going to just get spotted by this pylon here immediately. And now the Stalkers are going to come over and potentially cause some trouble for it. There's actually not a lot of units, but it's going to be enough to force ByuN to pick up and try to get out of there. Doesn't even kill the pylon. Hey, yeah. Looks like there's enough back at home for ByuN to defend that run by, though. And herO trying to send it in again. ByuN seems to be... Looked kind of like he was going to push out for a second there, but I think he's just securing the 3rd base location. He's bringing the drop back even, which is a little surprising to me. I feel like ByuN's not usually one to pull the drop back home, but I guess he wants to consolidate everything. The thing is, against charge lots, having a big ball of bio is actually really, really strong. It's a much stronger thing to have than little drops everywhere, little pushes everywhere. And oh my God, the boys are coming. He built a 3rd base. Oh, he's insane. And herO's going to see all of the SCVs trying to come across the map. And herO is going to pull back immediately. Now, the big problem is he kind of delayed any splash damage. If he had gone straight for Storm, he would have had it by now, I think, with some High Templar out. But now, the boys are here. Oh, look at those force fields. However, that's going to give ByuN time to siege his tanks up, and with a huge amount of charge lots, force fields can sometimes be a little self-defeating. He doesn't have too many more behind. Well, you know what? He's got a handful more, actually. He's going to drop a few right now. Some nice ones here. ByuN's going to be forced to lift up and pull back. A lot of SCVs going down, but herO has bought time for the first Colossus to come out. He's not going to have Thermal Lance for a long time, but one Colossus can still be a wonder here. Fourth base has already been canceled. herO realized what kind of situation he's in when he saw all those SCVs coming across the map. ByuN going to slowly move the siege tanks forward. He's got a couple Widow Mines here, not getting baited into shooting off on just one Zealot. This is a lot of bio, man. This is 1-1 bio. herO is trying to buy time, but can't buy too much more time. He's going to lose the base. And now there's 3 CCs back at home, man. Even though ByuN is losing a lot of SCVs, if he can, I mean, keep this pressure on, right? He's killed this base. He can build SCVs back at home 3 at a time and start bringing that economy back pretty quickly. He's going to take out the Robo. He could also not, and ByuN could just keep pushing, which is exactly what he's doing. He's just building units. He's got triple Mule. It's kind of an insane build to go for the 3rd CC, but it means triple Mule is possible. It also means that, yes, there is a possibility of coming back economically in this game, but herO is going to make this messy by diving in here with a ton of charge lots. Those are all charge lots that are not in this army, though, and as soon as ByuN realizes that, he is going to run forward. Great hot pickups from herO, though. Look at these 2 Colossi. No hit points left. They get back, though, get healed up by this shield battery, and they are going to stay alive as the Zealots have broken into the main. And soon ByuN's going to have absolutely no production. And with no production, I don't think he can keep this up. Has herO somehow defended this? Oh my god, I thought he was dead. I thought he was dead. But ByuN has forced to tap out. GG. herO takes the 3-0 victory.